Tama, a bhfuil bearla acu? Ha? Scanneal, ha beacon Gaelic acu cajoch. So, I am Carl. Welcome to my Lingo Kingdom. I'm an American learning Cumraeg, Nihongo, and, of course, Gaelic. Today, I'm going to be telling you about 7 Gaelic words that you already know if you speak English, because we've got some words that came from Gaelic and snuck their way into English. And a special shout out to Thomas Mackay at The Scotsman, who wrote the article that this video is based on. And you should stick around till the end because I think some of these are going to surprise you, because I know they surprised me. First up, this one you may have heard of already, and that is whiskey. That's right. The English word for whiskey comes from the Gaelic Uisge-beatha, which means water of life. Ov. Hi Falav. If you ever use the word smashing, which we don't use much over here in the States, but over in the UK you probably say smashing a lot. And that comes from the Gaelic phrase sma sin, which means excellent or great. Now, if you're learning Gaelic like I am, then one of the phrases you might learn early on is leòr, and that means okay, all right. And the second part of that, leòr, actually gave us another word in English, which is galore. And this is a way that I think it's real interesting to see with, studying etymology, where words come from, how a word, when it moves from one language to another, not just changes how it sounds and is spelled, but also can change what it means. Because leòr in Gaelic means enough or to sufficiency, whereas galore in English can mean like a lot of stuff or an abundance. So we have leòr, it's enough, to galore, it's a lot. A bhfuil pechtican acu? We get the word pet from the Gaelic word peata, and this is thought to have its origins in the Irish word, which originally meant a spoiled child. Are you a spoiled child, Buttercup? Now, if you've ever been to any kind of Highland Games or seen any traditional Scottish dancing, then you probably heard the word Cèilidh. But in Gaelic, this word Cèilidh actually just means a visit or a social gathering. Now, related to that is the English word Sìnteag, like a party. And this is thought to come from the Gaelic word Sìnteag, meaning to jump or to leap. It's such a fun little connection there. You jump, you leap. Gotta call it a party. And finally, our last word, Bàrd, in English, probably makes you think of some kind of, medieval fantasy setting, like, tavern with a poet, something like that. The origin for this word can kind of go back to several different, Celtic languages. They're all kind of similar. And in Gaelic, it's actually spelled the same, but it's pronounced very differently. So in English, we have Bàrd, meaning a poet, and then in Gaelic, we have Bàrst, which also means a low-ranking poet. There are more than just 7 words that snuck their way from Gaelic into Bearla. And in fact, there's 5 more in the original article that Thomas Mackay wrote for thescotsman.com, which you can find a link for down in the description. So check that out. Mash that like button if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more stuff like it. And finally, if you are thinking about learning Gaelic, then this should just prove to you that you already know just a little bit, since there's English words that came from Gaelic. So why not keep going? And if you want to see how I am learning this endangered heritage language, even though I'm not in Scotland, then you can watch this video right up here.